guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. You guys, we gotta talk because guess who just showed up on Instagram? Josh Duggar. Okay, and then we're on baby watch for Ginger. Okay, so before we get started, this is going to be one of those videos where you're like, he did not just do that. Okay, yeah, he really did. But before we get started, can you do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up? Also, subscribe down here by clicking subscribe if you like this kind of content. And also, before you go, turn those notifications on so you know when I go live or when new content loads. All right, so welcome back to my channel. The Duggars are your favorite content, and Josh Duggar showed up on Instagram. And remember that whole story about how Josh Duggar was getting sued in Arkansas for that property that was related to a bad title, and then he lost the property. He lost the court case because he didn't show up into court. He was ordered by the court to pay attorney's fees, and then he had to hand over the property that he purchased without doing a proper title search. So in the middle of all of that, he has also sort of moved into the she shed in the backyard at the Duggar's house. Okay, it's not exactly the backyard, but it is on the adjacent property that is right next to their large home, the big house, whatever you want to call it. And he and Anna are doing everything they can to sort of get it all situated for Christmas. Now, interestingly, Anna shared this video on her Instagram.
Hey everyone, hope you're having a great weekend. We are having so much fun. We just got our Christmas tree set up. Such a fun time of year, and it's cold and raining here, and so it just felt like a good day to set up the Christmas tree. Mariella and Mason are still taking a nap, and so it's given us a little extra time for the older ones to work on crafts, and I also wanted to show you something that Josh and I have been working on. So not only have we been decorating for Christmas, but Joshua also hung these little baskets for getting our piano section more organized. And then look at this letterboard wall art thing. I love it. And now Joshua is getting coffee because he's had a long day. Thank you, sweetheart. So excited. This really is the best time of year.
So first off, a lot of people are decorating their Christmas early this season. I feel like people are just sort of stuck at home and they are trying to find any way to sort of bring in some spirit and some joy because everyone is feeling so frustrated being stuck at home. Well, I'm not against anyone decorating early. Heck, decorate in October if you want to. I think Jessa Seawald did already. But what I thought was funny was that we know that they sold their house last year. We also know that they're currently flipping a property in Arkansas that they had been deeded from their father, Jim Bob Duggar. We also know that it seems as though they have no intentions of moving out of this place, which begs the question is, why are they still living in this outbuilding on the property of their parents and making it so cozy? They've been there for over a year. So she says that he has put up some bins to organize the piano, which is awesome. I mean, we all want to make our space more cozy and more comfortable, but this building that they're living in, I mean, they've made it into a nice home. It's not necessarily a home. So it appears as though even though they have they could theoretically move out on their own, they don't. So they're staying on this property on their dad's property, right? So they have this house that they've converted, or this outbuilding they've converted into a house. Josh has put a lot of businesses into Anna's name, and then there was this lawsuit that he was dealing with, which is now resolved. But there's also these other looming questions about that investigation that was going on last fall, where the federal government looked and raided one of his businesses. No charges have ever been filed in regards to that. But it's interesting that throughout this time, he has not purchased new property. They have not put more, he's not listed on he's listed on, I think, one of the businesses that they've started. But why would you get rid of your property and then hunker down into a property on your parents' house when you theoretically have the means and could live in a home on your own? it makes me just think, like, what is going on behind the scenes? Like, why are they getting so comfy there? Is there something going on that we don't know about? And what do you think the overall family thinks about this? Do you think this is like a move by Jim Bob to keep Josh Duggar close? Do you think there's still more meat to this investigation, that there could be something coming and that's why they're not buying a property? There's so many questions here, and I feel like nothing ever gets answered. And knowing that federal investigations move at the snail's pace and things could have very well been delayed due to COVID, it's hard to know what, if anything, will ever come of this. But the fact that they are really getting everything cozy and comfy there kind of shows to me that they have no intentions of leaving, which begs the question, why? Why is a man and a wife, a woman, or two adults in their 30s with 6 kids getting into living in a home on their parents' property? Is it that the home is just this great place? Are they saving money? Is it like, what do you think is the motivation here to not move? I want to know what your thoughts are. Okay, next up is Jinger. We're on baby watch, you guys. Seriously, baby watch. Jinger has not had the baby yet, but she is due next week, and she updated a photo on her Instagram of her getting a pedicure. Now, earlier this week, we talked about how Jinger and Jeremy have made the decision not to share the name, but they have picked out a name for their new daughter. She also let everyone know that she's going to be taking time off from her podcast, and that Jeremy will continue uploading weekly for the podcast and plans to do various episodes. And he also suggested that he might have people from her family be guests on the podcast, which makes me wonder, which people do you think he would ask? Like Jessa again, maybe Ben? He and Ben seem to have quite a bit in common. I would guess maybe Ben. I don't know. Wouldn't it be amazing, though, if Jinger and Jeremy got Josh and Anna to come on? I really don't think that would ever happen. But, you know, the fact that Josh was literally seen on Instagram, we have not seen him move. We have not seen him do anything. He has always just been in still photos. We've never heard his voice ever since the 2015 scandal. So they took away all of his social media. He doesn't have his Twitter anymore. And Anna is theoretically the only person within this family that has any sort of social media. A lot of people have speculated that maybe Josh, controls some parts of the social media, or maybe some of the posts that she puts out there are done by Josh. There's no proof of that. But I think it's finally interesting that we're now, 5 years removed, and now he's back on Instagram. I wonder if he'll ever come back and have his own account, or is that just done because of everything that happened? Is the trust gone there? Is it totally over? I have so many questions. Back to Jinger. Jinger is due next week. Her due date is next week. She will be having a baby girl, and I'm actually kind of excited because I love their daughter's name, Felicity, and I'm eager to find out what they're going to name for their second child. Plus, I don't know. I know that I can sometimes be hard on the Duggars, but I think they make the cutest kids. These little babies are adorable. Ivy Jane with those big eyes. You have got Felicity with her little curly locks. Gideon with that blonde hair. Evie, who's adorable. Bella. There's so many babies right now. I can't even keep them straight. Addison just turned 1. She just turned 1, you guys, and they're going to already have another baby. Oh, and that gets me back to Kendra and Joe. They have sort of dipped out. They've not been posting very much on Instagram. They did post a photo for Addison's first birthday, but their social media presence has been a lot less lately, which has some people speculating that they are maybe in hiding, or they're sort of ignoring the world. And then Josiah and Lauren also haven't been updating very much either. So there's so many questions about what's going on with Lauren and Josiah. Why aren't Kendra and Joe posting as much? Why did James start an Instagram? What's going on with Josh, and why doesn't he have a job? No, wait, I think he does have a job, but still, you guys, what do you think is going on? And then somewhere in the background of all of this is Miss Michelle, and she's all, I'm just so happy that my family is nearby and we're all joyfully available. So what do you think about this? What's going on with this house that they're getting stuck in? Why haven't they left? What's going on with Ginger's baby? When is she going to have the baby? What's going on with Kendra, James, everyone? Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.